Look at how soft it is, just amazing. There's nothing easier than the bread I'm making for you right now. No yeast, no oven super quick, and you get fantastic bread. Let's take a look at the ingredients and how to prepare it. So, what did we do? 4 cups of flour, 4 tablespoons of oil, 1 cup of yogurt, we'll need half a teaspoon of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And of course, salt. About how much, you ask? Half a teaspoon of salt? That's it. These are the ingredients. Very simple and easy. Just flour, salt, and water. Now, let's get started. We'll take our flour, making sure it's sifted. Of course, I'll put the flour in a deep bowl like this, then add the sugar, baking powder, and half a teaspoon of salt. Now, let's begin by thoroughly mixing these ingredients together a bit first. Come on. Let's ensure they are well combined, achieving a consistent texture throughout the mixture. We want to make sure everything is perfectly incorporated before moving on to the next crucial step. After this initial mixing, I will proceed to add the oil. Specifically, we will be incorporating 4 generous tablespoons of oil into our mixture. This precise measurement is important for the final consistency and texture of our product. To put it into perspective, that's approximately 1 large tablespoon of oil for each cup of the dry ingredients we are using, ensuring a balanced and rich addition. So, to reiterate, it's 1 substantial tablespoon of oil for every single cup of flour that has been measured out, providing the ideal fat content for our recipe. Then I start mixing like this, rubbing the flour with the oil. Good. It's as if the flour is coated with the oil. Just like that, it looks a bit like, what? It's a bit crumbly. Now I'll add the yogurt and get some hot water ready. Why hot? So that my dough won't need to rest for a long time. It'll only need a few seconds to rest, just while I get things ready. By the time I cut it, it will have rested completely, right? So I'll add hot water, just 1 cup, okay? I'll only use as much as I need, adding a little at a time until the dough comes together and forms, since we've also added yogurt. And yogurt counts as one of the liquid ingredients, right? So I've mixed everything together. And now I'll start adding the hot water a little at a time, kneading and checking if I need to add more or not, maybe a bit more. We begin by adding half a cup of the liquid gradually while diligently kneading the dough. It's crucial to knead gently and consistently, ensuring that the dough is worked thoroughly but not aggressively. Our primary objective during this stage is to transform the dough, making it as incredibly smooth and pliable as humanly possible. This meticulous kneading process is essential for developing the gluten, which in turn contributes to the dough's elasticity and overall structure. We employ the highly effective stretch and fold method for kneading. This involves carefully stretching the dough out to its maximum extent, then precisely folding it back over itself, repeating this motion rhythmically, just like this. This technique not only strengthens the dough, but also incorporates air, leading to a lighter, more airy final product. The resulting texture of this dough is truly amazing, possessing a delightful softness and a wonderful elasticity that is a pleasure to work with. Furthermore, for those who prefer, you have the flexibility to substitute the oil with either rich, creamy butter or fragrant, clarified ghee, whichever ingredient you personally prefer and believe will best complement your culinary creation, ensuring a delicious outcome tailored to your taste. We will continue to work and knead the dough meticulously, ensuring that it is thoroughly mixed and developed. This process is crucial for achieving the desired texture and elasticity. We keep going until the dough reaches this truly beautiful, wonderfully smooth and perfectly consistent texture, indicating it has been properly prepared and is ready for the next stage of baking. See how incredibly soft, wonderfully pliable, and absolutely perfect it is. We have now completely finished the kneading process, ensuring that the dough has reached its ideal consistency and elasticity. Notice how our hands are remarkably clean, completely free from any stickiness whatsoever, which is a clear sign of a perfectly kneaded dough. So with this beautiful dough ready, what exactly do we do next? Let's carefully and precisely cut our perfectly kneaded dough into several equal, uniformly sized balls, preparing them for the next stage of our culinary creation, all in the name of God. We have 12 balls, so we can make 12 loaves with them. I take each piece and seal it onto itself. All right? Just like this. We shape it into a ball and place it on a dusting of flour not to let it rise yet, just to let it rest. Here we go. We seal it like this, then roll it into a ball, just like that. Here it is, just like that. We put it on a dusting of flour and cover it. Once I finish all 12 balls, I go back and take the first ball I rolled and start flattening it out so I can cook it right away. As you can see, there's no waiting time. We don't let it rest or anything at all. We work with it immediately, so it doesn't require much time or effort from you. We just take a ball and start. It's very important that we always cover our dough balls or the dough itself at every stage so it doesn't dry out. We start rolling out from the center of the dough like this, or from the center of the loaf. We roll upwards from the center and downwards from the center. Then we turn or rotate the loaf and do the same thing again. From the center, roll down, and from the center, roll up. And we keep doing this so that the loaf comes out round and spreads out and thins as much as possibly. We want it to be very thin. And as you can clearly see, I'm carefully sprinkling a generous amount of flour underneath the dough to effectively help prevent the bread from sticking to the countertop surface at all. This crucial step ensures that the dough can be easily handled and moved without any unwanted adhesion. As you can now observe, the bread dough itself is beginning to take shape and is ready for the next stage. It is essential for the dough to be as incredibly thin as possible, truly very thin, almost translucent. I also carefully spread it out with my hands, ensuring it is as even and wide as I can make it. Now we will gently place the pan onto the stove, positioning it precisely so we can begin the process of cooking our bread. We will patiently wait until it gets really thoroughly hot, reaching the optimal temperature. When you shape the dough and cook it for the first time, it will turn out amazing, especially since we kneaded it with hot water. The hot water helps the dough come together and makes it easy to roll out. It doesn't fall apart or shrink back, so it gives you really great results when working with it. Just like fava beans, let's go. In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful, as Mr. Hamdi says. So now what can we do? We put it in the oven using the wooden peel. This is basically a round wooden board that we place the bread on. And the most important thing is that the bread doesn't stick to it. Then we slide it into the oven and take it out when it's done. The bread stays in the oven and the oven temperature is high at the top and at the bottom. So this helps any bread that goes in to puff up right away, and it also comes out soft and really nice. Here, the ruah or the flatbread has started to form air bubbles. As you can see, look at these bubbles. Now let's flip it to the other side. They used to call it Ain El, katkaut, which are these brown spots. So when it looks like this, they call it Ain El katkaut. Now let's flip it to the other side, and once it's done on that side, take it off completely. The most important thing here is to use high heat. Why high heat? Because if you leave it on low heat, the moisture inside will evaporate and it will become dry and not tasty. So you need very high heat. Put it on, flip it, take it off, and you'll have a soft, delicious loaf. You can eat it with cheese, with the moussaka casserole we've made, or with anything really. It turns out amazing. As you can see, it's cooked perfectly and looks great. You can use it for anything. Amazing sandwiches for the kids. It's absolutely and unequivocally fantastic, truly exceptional in every conceivable way. And the method employed is precisely spot on, just perfect, indeed remarkably and genuinely amazing. The consistent and unwavering heat is maintained steadily throughout the entire process. And that, without a doubt, is the single most critically important and paramount factor here. Therefore, do not hesitate or wait around. The fundamental and essential key to success is to consistently maintain the temperature at a sufficiently high level ensuring optimal results. The pan or griddle I'm going to use needs to be hot so that when I put the bread on, it immediately starts cooking. Flip it to the other side as well, and don't leave it on the heat for too long. If you leave it on the heat for too long, it will turn out dry and not tasty. See? That's exactly what we want. Look at the bread, see how soft it is. It's amazing. Let's go.